What's going on, y'all? Grey's Anatomy, season 17, episode 8. It's all too much. This episode was really packed with a lot of information. This was a very informative episode. I feel like it was a lot of character development through COVID related issues that were discussed tonight, and then some that weren't, right? So Joe and Jackson, I absolutely love them together. This gotta be, if season 17 is in, this gotta be like some type of Endgame. It gotta be. I love them together. I mean, even though they're, friends with benefits, that never works. Speaking of which, that movie's gonna be on Netflix here in the next 2 weeks, so go watch and see why it doesn't work. Okay. Yeah. So that never works. Somebody's gonna catch some feelings, right? And no one. Well, you know what? Now that we got news of April Kepner coming back to the scene, do we think that that's a possible? Nah, I think that she's probably really actually happy with her husband. I don't think that she would do that again because obviously it did not work. So I don't think that J-Pro would probably be Endgame unless I can't remember his name to save my life right now. April's husband, unless if he resented her for what happened to his wife, maybe it won't work. Maybe if he started to bring that stuff up, I think that's the only way that they could say that their relationship fell apart. Other than that, I don't think that she would do that to him again, right? And for her to come back to running back to Jack, I don't think that honestly don't think that will happen. But I'm looking forward to see how they fit her into this situation. I wonder how she would react to Joe and Jackson being together or not being, whatever they are. So that's going to be something to look out for. One. I really feel like Bailey, she being dead extra this episode, real rude, real mean. I get it, bro. We all grieving right now, but you know what? It's COVID. We're in these COVID streets, and you're not helping the situation. You feel me? That was unnecessary. She did some very unnecessary things. The way she was talking to people was very unnecessary. And honestly, I feel like she was just hurt because nobody came to wake her up. Nobody came to wake her up. And I feel like she just wanted to be a part of the solution. I feel like if she would have saw it for herself, she would have understood that everybody did what they could. There was no mistakes, no nothing like that. And I just feel like because she wasn't there and nobody woke her up, she just couldn't. That's the reason why. But still, being very extra, and I'm like, Ray, you don't need to be doing all this. You don't need to be doing all this. You're giving us a bad name. And Weber talks to her, and they have conversations like, look, you understand that we just lost somebody we love. That we've been fighting with through COVID. We've lost a whole bunch of patients through COVID, and we've had to lean on nothing but each other. And you're pulling this BS right now. You're pulling this BS while we're going through this. Nah. Link and Amelia. What possessed you to go look behind a fancy cabinet for some alcohol? Why would you go looking? Why? I don't think she knows why. But, I just feel like because she's in the house, well, yeah, she's taking care of these kids. And maybe she wants, I don't know, I don't think she has a desire to drink right now. I just think that she's nitpicking Link because they don't have anything to do but take care of kids all day. So I think she's nitpicking him because that's something that she can do because she can't drink or do anything like that. And he's like, look, just because you can't drink away your problems don't mean I can't. I don't have a problem with alcohol. You do. And she's like, oh, this is a sign of alcoholism. He's like, look, I'm out of here. I need a break. Because Link is a good dude. He's the type of dude you want in your life. He said, and yes, I'll be back because I'm not a bad guy. And Link is a really good dude. He's a real good dude. Yeah, he goes over there with Joe Jackson, and I feel like they had in-depth stories, right? But I feel like Jackson right now does not have a storyline. I feel like he's just there for airtime. When are we going to see how Jackson felt through this whole COVID situation? When are we going to see how he handled his patients through COVID? I mean, like, I think it's been a couple of episodes where he's been with patients and stuff, but I don't think we've seen him go through the motions. I feel like he's almost emotionless when it comes to things. Like, it's like he's very numb to pain, and he shows zero emotion, and I'm just like, dude, are you going, like, is it just that's just the way he is, or is it that something else is going on, or is it the storyline that they're trying is just taking us somewhere? Because we haven't seen that much of his storyline this whole entire season. It's only been 8 episodes, granted, but we haven't, right? He's just there for air. And everybody has their season like that. Even Meredith Grey played a back burner in season 7. She played a back burner on her own on Grey's Anatomy in season 7. That whole season was about Calliope Torres. Okay, so she's played back row too. So, and in season 6, because when she was actually pregnant in real life in season 6, and so yeah, she played back row in some of the seasons of the show too. So I mean, every character does have their pivotal moments where they're the storylines just don't change. Nobody's life is going through hectic problems every day. So most interesting thing about Jackson is the fact that he's messing with Joe right now. Could Connor? I think Connor could be Endgame. I think he's gonna be Endgame. If Jackson and April, for some odd reason, that happens, then I think he would end up. I think that him and Joe would be dope together, like for real. I think that I always thought that from last season, but I think him being the peach doctor and stuff kind of throw her off from that. But I feel like they could have been like a pretty dope couple. But I also feel like Joe and Jackson, like Jackson's just rich, and Joe's like, why are you spending this much money? And I feel like they would balance each other out. But Connor, he could be in game for Meredith. And hear me out, okay? So they're both widowed. Meredith kind of widowed twice, kind of widowed twice, because DeLuca. I mean, I feel like her kids probably have a true attachment to him, and like I feel like they're gonna be really, really hurt when they find out that he died. And I feel like it's like, oh man, we're losing another man in our life. I feel like they would maybe reject Connor in the beginning, maybe, because they don't want to lose another person. I feel like that could be potential. That could be a potential thing. But hear me out. Connor and Meredith, it could be the reason why he has 2 kids. They are mixed kids. They're half black, half white. She has 3 kids, 1 black kid and 2 white kids. And I feel like that would give Zola another part of herself. That would give Zola, some people who look like her around her a lot. And even she has Maggie, but she doesn't have kids her age around who look like her. So I feel like that could be Endgame, because I feel like that would help develop her as a child as well, to see both sides of herself, to see a little bit more about her culture and where she comes from, right? I think that could help, even if she does have Maggie, like I said. But yeah, that could be Endgame. I could see that, and how he was able to go to the beach and get her to snap back into reality. That's Endgame right there, right? Teddy, my freaking goodness. Teddy has been through enough. Teddy just lost the last friend that she had. She literally lost the last friend. DeLuca was the last person she really had to lean and count on. Because probably she, talked to Boki and all that kind of stuff. But like, Teddy, DeLuca was literally the last person she had because of the things that she did. I feel like she has paid for her mistakes 10 times over because of this COVID situation. And the thing is, she was in the military. And, she saw war and all that kind of stuff. But she also had, in the military, you have people around you. You have family members, your friends in the military start to become family members. Everybody you work with every day, they start to become your family. Some of them you like and some of them you don't, but they still your family. You still fight for them no matter what. And so, like, I feel like that still has a family attachment. But in this situation, I feel like she is, like, by herself completely because people in the hospital are not talking to her because of what she did. Of course, Owen's not talking to her unless it's about the kids. And then she just had DeLuca, right? And now that he's gone, it's just like, she's thinking, did I do everything that I could? Who am I, like, I don't have anybody to talk. Like, she's going through some real PTSD here. She paid her price. And I feel like it's time for everybody to stop hating on Teddy and start to show her some love again. We've got to show her some love again. We got to show her some love. We can't keep doing this. We can't keep treating Teddy terribly because she cheated on. Oh my gosh, that's a big deal. That's not the worst thing that anybody's ever done on freaking Grey's Anatomy. By far. There's been way worse things that people. How about aborting your kid while you're married to your? I think like that's worse than cheating on somebody. Honestly, I feel like that's worse to me. Christina aborting her kid while they're married from Owen. I feel like that probably was worse. But I feel like because she knows everything he's been through and he knows everything that she's been through, that it would kind of just a dagger even more because you already know and you did it anyways, right? And so I feel like that's kind of why the situations work. I love Teddy. I've loved Teddy ever since season 6. Was it 6 or 7 when she came in? I'm thinking it was I'm thinking it was like the beginning of season 7. Was it? Or maybe it was the end of season 6 because she was. Yeah, it was. I think it's the end of. I think it might have been the very beginning of season 7 because she was dating the doctor, who she was dating the doctor who was there, the grief counselor after the shooting. So maybe she was there at the very first of season 7 or like the last couple episodes of season 6. Or it could have been a lot more in season 6. I can't remember. But I've liked her ever since she came on the show, is my point. Probably ever since season 8 when she married the guy and gave him insurance. Like, Endgame. So, yeah, anyways. So, I love Teddy. I don't like y'all hating on her all the time. But, I think that Owen still loves Teddy. And he just sees her sitting out there on the, like, she's in a daze. She's just sitting there all alone. And everybody's gone by now. And she's just sitting there. And she's like dead. She looks dead inside, right? And I feel like, Owen's like, here we go again. Because y'all remember when Christina in season 7, no, it was season 9 after the plane crash, when they said she was mute for days and stuff like that. I feel like that's what's gonna happen to Teddy. I feel like that's what's happening to Teddy. Like, deja vu, my nigga. Like, for real. And so, I don't know how to. I think maybe this might help them heal, and it may help them realize what happened and what she did. And I feel like she's paid for her mistakes enough, and it's time to freaking move on. either, you know, forgive her, because like she went through a lot because of what she did. A lot. And I feel like people don't realize that. Even in real life, people do not realize that when people do things that are wrong, they have to pay for their mistakes. They pay for, I promise you, people pay for their mistakes that they make. I know somebody who cheated and he treated his wife crazy and didn't have nothing for years after. I literally know this person, and now doing better. And then his ex is asking, "How's come he got this, but I don't have this?" Well, he had to go through some things before he can get to where he's at now because of what he did to you. So like, people pay for their mistakes. What they do, like, I know I'm going on and on right now, but they do. Okay, so please leave Teddy alone. Next week we're gonna see more in depth about this situation with Teddy. And I don't want this to be one of those dang on episodes like in season 4 when Meredith drowned and her mom, she was in it, running around the hospital. I do not want that to be one of these episodes. I really don't want that to be like that. That's going to be so freaking boring. I don't like episodes like that when it's all focused on one person. I think this is boring. If I want to watch a show about one person, I would go watch a vlogger on YouTube. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. And hopefully Meredith starts to wake up, because you know she was starting to move her head and stuff around at the end of the episode. So we'll see. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video if you like it, or even if you didn't like it. Let somebody else tell me they didn't like it. All publicity is good publicity, right? So yeah, I'll see you guys next week, and y'all